Greetings, Benjamin J. from Ben's Trains with another in the series. We'll follow up on that 999 that arrived. $10 on eBay. I was the only bidder on this. As you see, it is in fairly rough condition. No true physical damage, but just really, really bad storage. The point being, it is up and running just absolutely splendidly, as you can see. Forward and reverse, no problems with the motor at all. 2 shots of WD-40 and 3 drops of oil. That's all I've done to this, nothing else. And it just took off running. I did replace the light bulb. So we're going to put this on a Marx consist and take this around and see how or if it will pull. Now this, okay, I was going to say the tapping slot is really bent, but all right, let's see how this goes. Pulling 10 tin litho cars. I've got one of them off the rail. Hold on. All right. I've got this oddball car here. As you see, this is a Hafner car. But it adds something to the consist. So anyway, just want to do a quick video. Let's take this around and see how it runs. So as you see, it was definitely worth the $10. And obviously I'm not going to use it for parts. It's running perfectly. There's nothing wrong with this motor at all. 2 shots of WD-40 and 3 drops of oil. That's it. I haven't even scraped the contactor or the wheels yet, and it's running. And that's running right at about 35% power. Pulling 10 tin litho cars with no problem at all. So a couple of drops of oil, 2 shots of WD-40 into the E unit, and a new light bulb. So this is running really, really well. So I'll get that cab straightened out where it's bent, and then take it from there. You can touch up the paint, zap it with motor oil. You can simply repaint the shell itself. Like I said, I bought it just for parts. But as you see, it's not going to wind up as parts. A motor that runs this good is too good to tear apart or cannibalize. This is running just absolutely splendidly. It's really smooth, it's quiet. It hasn't had a whole lot of runtime. It's just been sitting someplace probably for the last 50 or 60 years. So it's running forward and reverse with no problem at all. So $10 on eBay. I gotta say it, don't overlook the junk. Like I said, if there was ever a junk locomotive, this is it. I mean, it's just, it looks in dreadful condition. But as I always say, if you're looking at these things on eBay, look past the damage. Look past the bad paint and the oxide, and actually look at the locomotive itself. As you can see, it's actually in decent condition. There's no appreciable amount of damage to the shell at all. Rust on the bell and a slight bend right there in the cab. You can have this straightened out in 2 minutes, literally. The rest of it is, after that, elbow grease and getting the oxide off of it. It's already running. So you have the option. You can still use it for parts. A motor that runs this well, though, seems really pointless to tear it apart. And this is running really, really well. No problems with this at all. It runs smooth and quiet. I replaced the light bulb, so a good working headlight. It's still missing the front and rear trucks, yes. But you can run it like this. You can take the motor, you can drop it into a different shell. You can repaint this shell. You can add the front and rear trucks. It just depends on if you have the parts and how much energy you want to put into this. But it's really straightforward. It's really simple to get these things running. It only took 5 minutes. And this old locomotive is alive again, up and running with no problems at all. It runs smooth, it runs quiet, forward and reverse. I added a light bulb, a couple of drops of oil, 2 shots of WD-40, and we are up and running. So it was definitely worth the $10. No doubt about that. So just a quick follow-up video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.